Hey everybody, happy Monday. Great job on baseline week, tons of PRs. Everybody definitely is getting to know themselves better, especially under our masked circumstances and all the other stuff. So, last full non-open-esque week for about a month. So here we go. Monday, today we have a workout called Airborne. Airborne is a 6-round workout and you have 25 minutes to complete this stuff. So it's a 25-minute AMRAP technically, but you have 6 rounds of 45 double unders, 30 air squats, and then 15 calories on the rower for the guys, 12 for the ladies. In the remaining time of the 25 minutes, you're gonna then build to a heavy 3-rep front squat. So what that means is if your 6 rounds takes you 20 minutes, you then have 5 minutes on the end until that clock beeps for the 25 to see how heavy you can go on that front squat. You will be able to load it in the rack, kind of have the starting weight set up, and then even pre-stage some weights over there right before you start, all right? So let's talk about the at-home variation and also the masked variation, and then we'll get into a little bit of the strategy. All right, at-homers. This one's gonna be a little different for you guys. We're gonna have 6 rounds for time of those same 45 double unders, and for everybody, it's gonna be 70 on our single unders today. Not quite a perfect 1 to 1.5 ratio, but 45 single unders, or double unders, sorry, 30 air squats, and then 15 10-meter shuttle runs. So you will finish on the opposite side of where you started, so remember that one. That's it. That's your version. So if you have a bar at home, feel free to do the variation we are doing in the gym and maybe just try to accumulate, if you don't have something crazy that does get you to a max weight, just do a couple sets of 3, you know, every minute or so. We're hoping the in-gym folks get about 3 attempts on that build to a heavy set of 3 on the front squats. So if you have any questions, shoot me a message and we'll get you a good variation for you if you want to kind of hybrid it. All right, so our masked version. This is the first time we're talking about it. So here's what we're looking to do with this masked version. It's tough for you. You want to get back in the gym. The mask has kind of been the sticking point, but you're finally deciding, all right, let's give it a go. So you come back in. What we're going to do with this mask variation of the workout is get you doing some stuff that doesn't necessarily keep you breathing hard for the full amount of time, but build in some rests here and there. And this is gonna be like almost an everyday thing where it looks like this. So you're gonna build in rest, maybe work with some different weights to work strength a bit more and all that. So with all that said, here's what the masked variation of this workout's gonna look like. On the 4 minutes for 6 rounds, you're going to do 45 double unders, then get into a 30-calorie bike, or 21 for the ladies, and then 15 toes to bar. So you're looking at something like those 45 double unders or 70 single unders taking you around 45 seconds, 30, a little more than 30 seconds, right about there, 30 to 45 seconds. Then you're gonna get on the bike and just get that thing moving. You know, it is a calorie bike, so the faster you go, the more advantageous it is to tick those calories away. But, you know, you're just gonna have a steady state of movement. And then you're gonna go over to the bar for 15 toes to bars. Ideally, this round maybe takes us around 3 minutes, giving you a minute rest before you do it again, which is enough time to go outside, pop the mask off, catch your breath, and be ready to come back in for another round and do it 6 total times. All right, so that's the mask variation. Now that I've run my mouth for so long, let's finally get to some strategy. All right, so in gymmers, the way we want to look at this one today is in kind of 2 parts. In those the first part is 6 rounds. You just want to be at a nice steady pace today that is going to get this done for you. You do have 180 reps, I think it is, if you count them up or so. it does vary, obviously, with the women's row calorie. But a nice steady pace. The air squats are probably going to be actually the hardest thing you do in those 6 rounds. So just plan that out, move at a nice steady pace, pick the thing you can kind of push a bit more on and the place where you might be able to conserve some energy. Goal is about 15 to 20 minutes to get through the first 6 rounds. That gives you 5 to 10 minutes to build up on that squat. Ideally, we get at least 3 attempts in at those 3 reps. That first bar, something that you know you're gonna hit no problem. You've done a bunch of air squats, your legs are gonna be ready to go. So unrack the bar, you're gonna step back, do 3 reps, you'll hit it every single day, but it's a relatively heavy weight. Load on some weight. This is the weight that you would like to have as your score, that you know you'll get, but it is a heavy set of 3. And then finally, hopefully you get a 3rd attempt, and that's kind of just that, hey, great job. I didn't know if I would get this or not, and you probably did. So you get that kind of cherry on top set at the end. Does that make sense? I don't know. Erica's telling me I should get off of this thing. She didn't say it, but I can feel it because I'm talking a lot. But we had a lot to go over with the mass variation, all that stuff. So hop into class. Hopefully, don't forget 9:30 class is on tomorrow. I know a couple people are already in there. And yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow for another one. Bye, everybody.